So I've started uni back up again, which means time goes out the window and I need to focus on the other things in life that, like, help me get a degree. It's been I don't know, how long have I left this for? 2 weeks? I don't know, something like that, but I've got some podcasts in the bank which are all ready to come out, kind of. They need editing still, but I found my GoPro today. Not that I lost it for the past 2 weeks, but I lost it today and yesterday when I actually tried to start editing these videos. But yeah, we have the GoPro, we're editing the videos again, we've got the podcast back. I currently can't be asked to use the microphone, so this is just for show. So you're just getting a raw audio intro today. My guest today is a guy called Kellen, who is from, DUZZA. He's a guy from North Wales in Buckley. He's basically Sepultura in a nutshell, this guy. He loves Sepultura, he loves a lot of old school thrash stuff, He's that kind of vibe. He's not all for this, new genty crap with nice sounding kick drums. He's all about the, raw audio, raw music, raw passion, raw energy. That's the kind of guy he is, and it's the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about today. So if you love Sepultura and older school type of music, we speak about Sepultura when they played the TIV in Buckley, which then I figured out that Eloy Casagrande was at that gig, which is how we got into Eloy, because what the hell? Eloy Casagrande in Buckley, what's going on, you know what I mean? Enjoy the podcast, and I'm not sorry, but sorry for, not posting in 2 weeks, so yeah, enjoy. I always do this. And off goes the metro.
Hey.
Hello. And without warning, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
All right. Yeah. How are you?
I'm very good. Right. Is that picking up for us okay? Right. Speak
Hopefully.
loud.
Hello. Oh shit.
Yeah. That's fine.
There we go.
Cool.
Right.
What do you prefer to be referred to as?
Ooh.
DUZZA?
Oh, he's brought up that name.
Or
Kel or DUZZA.
DUZZA.
One.
Where does DUZZA come from?
So with the barflies, right? It's originated from there, and my uncle.
Right.
My uncle was originally in a band called the Barflies.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away before I was born, or a year before I was born, in an accident. And I found out more and more about him in my life, and found out that his name, nickname, was DUZZA.
Damn, we're starting deep today.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so DUZZA is basically my uncle's name, and since then I've just took it on as the drumming nickname.
The drumming nickname,
Yeah.
DUZZA. That is a fucking cool story.
Yeah, man.
Would you prefer to be called DUZZA?
Yeah, to be honest.
Right, okay, so the title of this video will be DUZZ.
It does.
In brackets,
DUZZA, yeah.
the Barflies.
Come on, man.
Yeah, indeed.
Hell yeah.
You are one of North Wales drummers. You represent the North Wales drumming community.
Up the Welsh, lad. Up
the Welsh. Buckley, the TIV.
That's it, yeah.
Music, you know how it is.
Yeah. It's insane, to be honest, because there's not many people around Buckley or North Wales in general that are huge, or even musicians. It's it took us ages to find musicians around our area to join the Barflies at one point.
Yeah.
It's chaos, honestly.
100%. I was a bit confused when I saw that Grayson the Crootman was playing in Mould. Just round the corner from you. Is it Mould he was playing? Where was it?
It was in Flint.
It was in Flint.
It was actually advertised as Mould.
It was advertised as Mould, wasn't it? I knew it would fucking... Oh, man.
Yeah, it was advertised as Mould, but it was actually Flint.
I was thinking, where is he going to play in Mould?
There's actually nowhere to play in Mould. Even if it's a drum workshop, it's fuck all.
Are you going to rent out a church or something?
Oh my god, yeah. No, I remember seeing it. He was playing in Flint, and this was during the time he was in Suicidal.
Right.
So I was I might go to this.
That's a bit crazy.
Isn't it? So Grayson and Koopman coming from God knows where to Flint, out of all places, But it's strange.
Similar vibe to that is the fact that you saw Eloy Casagrande playing the TIV.
Oh man, yeah. So I stood outside 6 hours. 6 hours outside their tour bus. Yes, I'm a fanboy. Don't shit on me.
I can't blame you, Sepultura, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm seeing Soulfly on Thursday, actually, so that'll be...
Where at?
Wrexham.
Really?
The Rocking Chair.
Rocking Chair.
Yeah, so...
They get some names, don't they?
Oh, yeah. It was very last minute to get them tickets as well. But back to Eloy's story. Yeah, so I stood out 6 hours, and I didn't get to see Eloy for 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Met, what's it, Andrea Kisser or something, the guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny story, right? It was so funny because I'm still confused by it. So he comes out from the tour bus and he sees me stood there with the poster, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I'm like, he's hiding this for me. He's like, one minute. He goes behind the tour bus and they had this big trailer in the back. And I shit you not, right? He comes out with a cycle bike, and he just goes, waves, and just cycles off. And I just stood there and went, he's just gone for a cycle around Buckley. And I just literally stood there awkwardly with a poster in my hand going, that just happened. Like, he just went. And oh my god, it was just like, I rang up my mate straight away and I went, yo, he's just, like, Sepultura's guitarist just fucked off.
He's gone for a bike ride round Buckley.
For all I know, he's probably gone around my gaff.
Like, oh my god. What would you do if you didn't know that Sepultura were playing the TIV, and you just walked out your house one day and the first thing you see is the guitarist of Sepultura on a bike ride? Could you imagine the scenes?
That'd just be weird, you know. It's just like, you know, when it's just like that quick notice going,
oh, that's him.
That's him.
On a bike. Bro's brought his tour bike with him.
Oh my god, I swear he actually does. He just has a tour bike and goes with it. But nah, Eloy was sweet though. He was so down to earth because I swear, like, Eloy's probably up there as one of my favourite drummers.
Me too now.
Yeah. So he was just like, saw me and I was proper like, oh shit, this is...
It's Eloy.
It's fucking Eloy. It's like, oh my god. So he came out and he was just like, he knew I wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
And I just went on and was like, I'm a massive fan. He was like, oh, thank you. What's your name? And he wrote on the poster to Kellan and just put, you know, his signature there. And I was like, that is awesome. So it's hung up on my wall.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's crazy. And seeing him live, he came up to me at the end of the show, actually. I got a set list, a guitar pick, and Eloy walks over to me and he just hands me a drumstick right in front of me.
You've got Eloy's drumstick.
I got Eloy's drumstick.
Oh my god.
I've got loads. I'll send you a picture later, honestly.
Please do.
I got loads, you know, Living Colour.
Yeah.
I got a drumstick off them.
Really?
Set list and 2 guitar picks. So I go to loads of gigs. I met the singer of Napalm Death as well.
Really? Where at?
In the TIFF.
In the TIFF?
Yeah, there was, I think Raging Speedhorn was supporting.
Yeah.
I saw them twice when they supported Sepultura as well.
Wow.
I met loads of people. It's crazy.
I want to know why Sepultura were playing such small venues, or are still playing such small venues.
Well, they're on their final... Is it their final tour now?
Yeah, because Eloy left, I think it was just after they announced the final tour.
Oh, right.
And they were a bit ticked off at the fact that he'd like just disappeared.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. As much as you'd be annoyed that your drummer's left, he's gone to join Slipknot.
See, okay. I will say Slipknot are pretty good. Right? I will always say Slipknot is good. I was a massive fan of Slipknot. Joey, you know, who wouldn't go wrong with Joey, right? So anything, and anyone that can watch this will probably go, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
I don't care. So you have anything from self-titled to the Grey Chapter. It's brilliant. Absolutely marvellous. Anything after...
You don't like after the Grey Chapter?
No.
So you like the Grey Chapter?
I don't mind it. I think with Grey Chapter and to the newest, or the latest even, I think they've only had 1 or 2 songs on that album that people will go, oh, that's mint. I like that. But then you have the rest of them where you can just go,
yeah,
what is this? I'm listening to noise. It's nothing. So, you know, We Are Not Your Kind, straight away, is it Solway Firth?
Yep.
I love that
That was
song.
the first song they released off it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, was it Unsated?
Unsated. No, it was
Unsated.
Unsated, and then it was Solway.
Yeah, because they released it and then did Jimmy Kimmel, and
Yeah.
Corey Taylor was really out of breath on stage. He's like, "Oh,
my
Jesus!"
God, yeah.
He's been touring with Stone Sour for the past however long.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready to go back into that Slipknot mode.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nah. So I just think that anything between Grey Chapter and to the latest is just a bit. It's not my stuff. I've liked the harder stuff. Iowa, self-titled. You know, All Hope Is Gone. Like, it's beautiful. But
Yeah.
like I've gone off them a little, just because with what they are now, I say, just because they're not the same. No one's going to be the same, because there's so many members that have left. It's just like, this isn't Slipknot. You know, I'd rather see, you know, Craig be in there. I'd rather see Jay. To be honest, Jay was brilliant. He was probably the closest thing you'll get to Joey in a way. You know, no one can replace anyone. Like, if someone's died, there's no way you can replace them. It's one of everyone, you know. So
Yeah.
oh, you know what? Right. Speaking of Joey, I met his drum tech one night.
Really?
It was so out of the blue.
I actually
as well.
don't know who his drum tech is.
Oh, what's his name? Because basically it was this New Metal Forever night in the TIV.
Right.
And I was like, you know, Korn, System of a Down. I was like, I'm going to this. So I went over, and my auntie Liz comes over. She was like, you know the drummer on stage right now? Yeah. You know, he went on tour with Slipknot. I was like, what? So I spoke to him after the show, and I go, what did you do with Slipknot? Oh, I'm used to be really good mates with Joey. And I just sat there.
Was he American?
No, he's actually, I think he's very Spanish or Brazilian or something.
Oh,
I
right.
don't know. But he came over. He was like, yeah, I was drum tech for Joey. And
Wow.
he showed me videos of Joey and all the stories. Like, Joey was such a down-to-earth guy. He actually cried once after trying to meet fans at the front barrier.
Yeah.
And all the security were like, no, you can't go because it's packed up. You can't.
Yeah.
And Joey got so, like, ticked off and walked off and cried in his tour bus.
Really?
Yeah, he's such a down-to-earth guy, though. That's the thing.
He's amazing bloke.
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. I feel awkward, like, the
TIV has had so many people go through it now. Now that you mention that, the amount of people that have been through there.
Thin Lizzy.
Thin Lizzy,
Thin Lizzy.
Oasis.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oasis.
They're fucking coming back together as
Sepultura.
well. Yeah.
I wonder if Slipknot played there back in the day.
You know what? I was thinking that the other night. You know, I was like, Slipknot might have played.
Because I don't know how much they played here before they... before they made it, kind of thing.
They played round. I swear, I know they played round England areas. That's for sure. But I don't think they came anywhere near Wales.
Probably too expensive to travel here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Couldn't afford fuel.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's probably cheaper back then than it is now. But
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Nah. It's mad. So many bands and people played there. Bad Manners was another one. I got stoned for that. It's the worst. Honestly, it was the worst experience I had. It was funny,
Yeah.
because everyone's like that. It's a Scar show, so everyone's bouncing, and I'm stood around going, "What?" And I was like, "All right, this is all right." And they start bugging. Like, oh, it's so weird.
Amazing.
They're an awesome band. I've seen them twice, so they're pretty good. Like, so,
Damn.
yeah, man.
What's coming up at the TIV now, though? Because they've just... Well, not just, but I know the other year they had... the ones that do Teenage Dirtbag, don't they?
I saw them.
Were you there for it?
I can't. This is a funny story.
Go on.
I had an I Heart MILF shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
And that whole night, like, every time they finished a song, me and my mates off our heads, right, just screaming, going, "I love MILFs!"
Brill.
Our side was like, "Yeah, I love MILFs too." It
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
What? So this whole side, like, left side of the crowd was like, "I love MILFs, I love MILFs."
Amazing.
So the singer looks directly at me, and I went, "Look at my shirt." And he goes, "MILF boy." And I went, "What?" And he goes, "From the valleys of Wales, looking for the MILFs." And I was like,
Oh my
God. It's like, that's just happened, lad. It's crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was a good gig, though.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Going back to Eloy.
Yes.
What was it like hearing him playing a small venue? Because he's a loud drummer.
Yeah.
How loud was it in there?
That snare was 10 times louder than a lot of them. Like,
Really?
the guitar, the singer, like the pounding of, like, it was rim shots. He goes for it, doesn't he? So he was just bang, and it just echoed.
Yeah.
And I do decent rim shots, but watching him like play live, like even video, like the video of him on his drum cam going through playing in the TIV, you can hear how loud it is half the time. It's just like, Jesus. But yeah, it was the atmosphere in there watching not only Eloy and the rest of the band, it was insane. It's an experience that I don't think anyone else will experience again. Playing literally round the corner from my house. It's weird.
I don't think you'll ever see Eloy in a venue smaller than 10,000 cap.
No, absolutely not.
Ever again.
No, since he's with Slipknot now, innit? So.
The thing is, he doesn't seem to be about the money.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, to be honest, he doesn't seem like that at all.
Like, he is the best metal drummer in the world.
Oh my God, yeah.
But he doesn't know it.
Yeah, by far. With a lot of musicians, I think they're very, they're like, they still feel like normal people. At the end of the day, they are normal people. But you have two different types of people that you would count as famous. They'll either just be dicks to you and not want to come out, or they'll just still be like normal people. They'll be down to earth with you,
Yeah.
Like that's what Joey was. He was mega in Slipknot, and he was just such a one-to-one guy. It's crazy. It's very just insane.
Yeah.
It's mad.
With the snare drum he uses as well, Eloy, I doubt if you to mic that up, it will make a difference in a venue like that anyway, would it really?
I honestly seen like drum cams of him, like you can see like the mic for the snare just rattles so much that it looks like it's gonna fall off.
On the Slipknot drum cams recently, there's videos of him playing, but like in the middle of the thing, the snare's just doing that.
Yeah.
Does he use a Tama bell brass?
I think, I know he plays Tama, that's for sure.
Because if he uses a bell brass, that's a 12.5 kilogram snare drum. Yeah. He's just moving around like that, like it's nothing.
I think there was the first drum cam I saw of him. I think he was playing Desperate Cry, and oh my God, like even when I showed like my friends, I was like, look at this guy, and I go, look at that snare moving, the whole thing, like as you were just saying, it was just swaying side to side. It was so like, Jesus, it's insane.
Dude's insane,
isn't it, man?
How he hits 127 velocity over and over again at 200 BPM. Like the video of him playing Heretic Anthem, right?
Oh my God.
Right, there's the video of when he does like the fill leading up into the big he's doing everything's a rim shot. Everything's a rim shot, and I tried to replicate it in my shed, and I was like, right, I'm gonna see if I can do this. So like whenever I play a roll like that, like 200, 210, 20 BPM, I'll do it all in the middle and then just get louder and louder. But he did it with dynamics on the rims, and it was like, what the hell's going on?
See, I've a bit of a flex. My mate, I'll give him a bit of a credit here. Matt Fawkes, he played drums for Hellfected.
Right.
We were doing this gig for college, and it was Tribe Fest. No, it's not Tribe Fest. Cambria Fest? Yeah, Cambria Fest. So we went to D-side, and I was like, I'm going to have to use like a lot of people's stuff. I'll bring my cymbals. I'll have to bring an extra stand as well, but I need to bring, someone to have pedals and snare. Yeah. So Matt comes over, and he was like, I got a snare for you. Not me knowing that he just pulls out Joey Jordison's signature snare. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I'm playing this. And the tightness, and it was like, when you listen to hardcore bands and the snare is that tight, like Tsunami, like it was that, like pinging tight. It was beautiful.
Mate. Jesus Christ.
I'd put some mad money to find one of them. Yeah. Just, anything, man. Just to get a Joey signature snare.
What snare you rocking at the minute?
Oh, Mapex. Oh, is it Black Panther?
Black Panther. Is it? It's a black chrome snare drum. Yeah, I know the one. I've played one of them. They are quite nice.
Yeah. I like Mapex quite a bit. I've only got a Mapex snare. It's a mix of stuff with my kit, you see. Yeah. So I got mixes of Paiste cymbals, Sabian, and Minor? Yeah. I got Minor as well. Pedals are Gibraltar. Yeah. And then my kit is Millennium, I think.
Millennium.
So yeah. So that was actually a double bass kit.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Did it come with the second bass drum or?
Yeah, it came with second bass. I got 100 quid off the marketplace, you know.
Really? Wow.
It came with cymbals as well,
DL.
so... Yeah, it's quite a nice kit, actually. I had to replace the kick head.
God damn.
I put a hole in that, so... you know. But yeah, no, it's brilliant kit, to be fair, like... It's not the best in the world.
What's your snare tuned to then? Have you got it like dead high?
The snare, definitely.
I'd have thought you would.
Snare's definitely going to go high.
Yeah.
I feel like I only use one tom and I have that on a snare stand. Mm-hmm. So that's...
Wait, so you're doing 2 kicks, 1 tom, and then... Oh, they look sick.
I'm tempted on doing that. But
them drum kits just look sick live.
Yeah.
You just look like a boss. Like Paxton from Knocked Loose has just got one of them.
Yeah. It's I swear Eloy rocked one of them when early days of Sepultura.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
That was the video I saw. Yeah. So yeah, I remember because I originally was thinking of having that, but I currently rock with one bass drum at the moment. But I'm tempted on bringing 2, just because. Who wouldn't want to have 2 kick drums and a single like tom on a stand?
Yeah.
Like,
what is it? 12, 13?
I think it's 12. Yeah. 12 definitely. Yeah, it's quite a decent amount of kit though.
Change that to a 13. I think that would be perfect.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah. And
then what have you got? 2 floors or one?
Just one, but I do sometimes bring 2 if I'm doing like a decent gig. If it's gonna be a longer set, I'll bring like two bass drum, or not 2 bass drums, 2 floor toms even.
Yeah.
So I normally have one on the stand and one on the floor, and then if I feel lucky, I feel like I'll bring another. Because the big one, it's almost the size of my like kick drum. It's quite fucking massive, so it's like slamming it's just echoes. It proper rumbles the house. Yeah. So it's crazy. Yeah.
I had an incident happen with my snare drum recently. So when we played in Aberdeen the other week, the other month, right? So for some stupid reason, bear in mind my snare drum's cranked. Like when I say cranked, I mean like you'd probably need a drill to move any further. Yeah. And I let, for some reason, the support band, I let the drummer borrow my snare drum.
No.
I don't know why I did that. But I let him borrow it, and when I came to move the breakables around and get my pedals on and my cymbals, he's like, lad, I've broke the bottom head of your snare drum. And I was like, the bottom head of my snare drum? Have you done that?
Oh, man.
So he broke the bottom head, and I send it. I'm like, right, you need to go to the next room now, find the house kit and rob the snare drum head off the bottom.
God.
So we had a 15-minute section between thingies where I went, right, undo that, I'll undo this, get the broken one, chuck it, probably hit someone on the head. Gives me this really, really shit pearl snare drum head. You know the ones where you could poke it and it sounds like plastic? Like plastic. It was one of them, and it's still on my snare drum now because I haven't ordered another one. But I put it on, and I was like cranking it, and it just didn't seem to get tighter. So I was like, oh, this is good. So I spent ages cranking it, sat down at my snare drum. I was like, right, let me just sound check the snare drum again because I don't know what it sounds like now. Hit it. The wires were loose. So all you could hear was like, dong, dong, dong.
That's it, yeah, man.
And then I spent, the next like 10 minutes trying to tighten the wires.
Yeah.
And then we went on about 10 minutes late because I was trying to get the snare drum sound to be okay again. And then in the middle of the set, there's like a 4-song break or like a 5-song break where it's just Jason playing,
oh my God,
like just acoustic songs and stuff. So I was like, cool, in this break, I'm going to try and tune my snare drum again. Like, screw it, let's do it. And then for some reason, it sounded amazing after that.
Mad.
Luckily, with my tuning ability, made it sound okay.
Yeah. You survived.
That was panic attack material. What's like the worst thing that's happened to you in a gig though? Because that easily by far is now the worst thing that's happened to me.
The worst. Oh, it was so awkward as well, right? So basically we were playing Mold live on the Square.
Yeah.
And we it's iconic, ironic even, that it's happened, like 2 instances happened in Mold, not on the same day, but it's always in Mold. So live on the Square, I was, I think, in the middle of playing Nancy Boy, because we do a bit of covers as well. So we were playing Nancy Boy by Placebo, and I think the kick, like I'm a right foot guy, so I'm playing the thing, and I just felt like that against my ankle, and I was like, what the fuck? Look down. The beater's fucking come off,
mate.
So I was like, oh my god. So now I've got to try and figure out. This is the first time I'm properly trying to learn how to play with my left. So I'm just like that, trying to play along,
muscling it out with like your hip.
Yeah. So I see the sound guy, and I go, oh, come here. So he comes over, and he was like, what's the matter? And I go, like, sit up a bit, and I go, take my fucking drum key, right? Get that beater and stick it in. The guy tried putting it in. We were there for the rest of the song, and we were only halfway through. So another like a minute and a half maybe of just going through Nancy Boy playing with my left foot killed me.
Double bass question mark?
Double bass.
Oh, wait, how did you do that then? Were you doing like the 4-tom trick with the... mate.
Yeah, I had to try that. It was killing me, man.
That must have been sad.
Yeah, very. And the other... Oh, no, this is... I took chances, and I think I've learned this now, not to kind of risk things, think that it's going to work.
Yeah.
So I had 2 hi-hat stands, right? And one of them I was like, you know what? This is a brand new one. I'll try. So the hi-hat clutch, right, was on my old, like the one that I had at home. I bought the second one, right? We'll call hi-hat 1, which is the one I normally use. Yeah. Hi-hat 2 is the other one that I like to bring. So I had the hi-hat clutch from the one I normally use, brought it along with the second hi-hat stand, and just before we were about to go on stage, putting the stand cymbals on, come to the hi-hats, the clutch wouldn't go on.
Ooh.
And we were like, what the fuck do we do? So I looked at my mate's mum and was like, do you mind driving me like back to Buckley? You know where I live. So 10 minutes down the road to Buckley, come back. And lucky enough, we got there just before we were going on stage. Everyone was bringing my kit up. And I was like, okay, everything's actually set up, luckily enough. So I was like, right, hi-hat stairs, cymbals, right, check. Just did the set and just went, right, done. Okay, thank God for that hassle, just to save it.
Yeah.
It's mad, that, honestly.
That must be the most stressful experience ever.
Yeah.
It was, oh,
Christ, it was just stressful as fuck, lad, honestly.
I had to do that at a gig. I can't remember when it was, but my hi-hat stand, my old one, because I had a Gear for Music one, the 2-leg ones.
Yeah.
And the actual thickness of the rod is like huge, so that when I put my clutch on any other hi-hat stand, it just falls. So there's like if you go to a gig, I've got to take my hi-hat stand with me, but now I don't have that. I've got a Tama Speed Cobra hi-hat stand. £200. £200 for a hi-hat stand, mate. The cost of gear is ridiculous now,
man. Nah, I mean, again, I think the most I paid was probably £100, and that was just for that kit that I've currently got. But I think my dad got me the Panther snare. Yeah. And that was, I swear, that was like £300-400 maybe.
Yeah, they're not cheap, them snare drums.
Yeah, but it was worth it though. Like, oh God, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful snare. Yeah, man.
Yeah. God damn. Snare drum, honestly, with a drum kit, I feel like you can make any drum kit sound nice to a degree, but it just depends on the quality of your breakables, so your snare drum. Yeah. Pedals definitely do make a difference, and then cymbals. Yeah. People that bring like cheap cymbals as their breakables, like, I feel bad for them, because if you just get like some better cymbals, it would make the overall quality of the whole thing sound better. You just gotta, even if you're scared to use them, like, you shouldn't, you just might as well risk it, It's like I said, don't take risks sometimes. But if it's just like you want to make a good night out of it, use them nice cymbals. Yeah. Why, don't be tight about it. Yeah. Obviously, if there's another band and he's going to go, can I use your cymbals? Maybe, but pay for, like, I say give me a $5 at least. Yeah. But cymbals are so worth it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely, absolutely, man. Yeah. Have you ever heard the Zildjian ZBTs that are like made of copper? No. That it's like hitting it's like hitting a barbecue. Oh yeah, it sounds awful. It's honestly trash, man. What? They were my first Zildjian cymbals. Oh wait, no, I had a black Zildjian cymbal years ago. Oh, I had one actually. Did you? Yeah. Did you get it from Back Alley Music?
Oh, yeah.
That's where I got mine from.
Yeah, it probably was actually.
Was it a 16-inch black one? Like a small one?
Yeah.
We had the same
that
symbol.
was it. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We had the same symbol.
Small world.
Yeah,
Honest
man.
to God, man.
That symbol was my first introduction to Zildjian, and my mum bought me some pearl symbols.
Oh yeah.
So they were my first symbols, and I just had one black Zildjian symbol.
Yeah.
And that was my go-to one, so it's the
Yeah.
first one I cracked. I was hitting the rest of it, I was like, nah, that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, from then on, it was just Zildjian and nothing else.
Mad. Yeah.
For me, personally.
See, I've always like preferred minors more, but there's a good amount of minor symbols that I will just go, yeah, fuck that, because there's no point with it. It just looks and sounds shit as well. I think I prefer. What's one's the? Oh, is it the Rude? Is it Pasty Rude?
Pasty Rude.
I love them.
They are the most metal thing you've ever heard. They are built for like black metal.
I would die for one of them, you know. I don't care if, like, how much they are. I'd pray one day I'd just get like a good amount of them and just stick them on.
Yeah.
Should be beautiful, wouldn't it?
I could see you sat behind like a plain black drum kit, Rude symbols, and just that's the picture of you behind the kit, like like is it Destroyer or Demolisher? Is it Demolisher from Behemoth?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Because he had the Behemoth setup.
Yeah.
And he had the Rude setup
that's
ages ago. And he did like a big video of going through all the symbols.
Yeah.
And there was a bell on there, and it must have been like, thick.
Oh my god, yeah. It's always with the black metal drummers, because the ride symbol, like, especially the bell, like, you know, like you said, it's just bangs. Like, it's like a bell. It's honestly, it's like a bloody church bell, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's I feel like with some rides, because I use a ride mostly as a crash, personally, and...
Ooh.
Oh.
Hello there. And we're carrying on.
And then we're back, yeah.
We're back.
Yeah, no.
It hasn't done that for a while.
Mad.
Oh, well.
Hello. Yeah, with like what my normal kit is, I use my ride as more of a crash, which is more after watching like Basement, like the band Basement and Turnstile and all those hardcore bands, they always use the ride symbol as a crash.
Yeah.
And it's actually quite fun when you get used to it, because I'm trying to think, like playing New Level by Pantera, I was jamming this out.
In there. You're in.
I am in.
You're a bit more in now.
There we go.
Right, okay. Yeah, cool. Right, okay.
Yeah. So I was playing New Level by Pantera the other night, and I was like proper went bang. I was trying to hit the bell, but the ride was just like that. I was like, trying to stop it. It's crazy. But I've always enjoyed playing with like ride as a crash more than having like small cymbals, like say 16 inches, just hitting that. It just doesn't feel right to use as a crash. Like, it bothers me to a certain extent. It's like, I shouldn't be doing this.
You've obviously mic'd up a drum kit live before. When you put a cymbal smaller than like 17 inches through a PA, it just sounds like a splash, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've had a splash with me before.
Yeah.
Because I used to do, I think it was a fill on Nancy Boy. I used to just do like a big tom fill and then hit the splash as like a fucking joke. It's such like, you know, like how, is it in Territory by Sepultura, like you can see Eloy do like a little fill, hit the ride belt and just go back into the song.
Any fills that are fast with like a stack or a ride in it is just perfect.
Oh yeah.
Like Lamb of God, Ruin.
Yes. Oh my god.
That is a drum fill and a half.
Nah, Lamb of God has to be up there as one of my favourite bands.
Really?
I do like them, to be fair. That I've always had a soft spot. You know, you have soft spots, but with me, right, I've always had like bands in favourite genres. So like I'm dead into like the 80s heavy metal, so you know, new wave like Saxon, Iron Maiden, you know, all that.
Yeah.
Hardcore, Basement, Turnstile, Knocked Loose. Yeah. You know, so I'll have like top 3 of everything. Like if people just go, you know, what's your favourite, I don't know, funk, I'll just look at them and go, I don't know. Yeah. You know, I'll just name something that sounds funk, but you know. But yeah, it's quite like I will have to listen to a lot of genres to kind of get the feel of like drum grooves. That's how I learn.
Yeah.
I've self-taught like from since I was 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So since then it was like just listen to songs and then listening to AC/DC. Simple as shit, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
So
It is, but you can. Everyone can play it, but no one's gonna sound like them.
exactly. That's it's the same. You can say that with a lot of musicians, though. You know what I mean? But "Sweet Child of Mine" was another one I first learned, and then "Boulevard of Broken Dreams."
Yeah,
that was another. But yeah, self-taught for that long, and then just listening to, I don't know, from bands like Iron Maiden and learning like how Nico. I met him actually. Nico playing the ride cymbal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god! It's like you have to get used to that shit.
There's that one. There's him specifically, the Troopers one that I know of. For I made him, but also the Neil Peart groove.
That was that in. Oh,
it's in YYZ.
YYZ, yeah.
It's in Spirit of the Radio.
Yeah.
That
was one of my
in
favorites.
Rope by the Foo Fighters.
Really?
Yeah, listen to Rope again, and then you'll hear that fill straight away.
God. Well, because Taylor was quite big
groove.
on Rush, wasn't he? Was he?
Yes,
yeah, he was.
Big Time Rush, which is Big Time Rush,
Big Time Rush,
which is why at the Taylor Hawkins tribute gig, Rush was one of the
Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then obviously because Neil Peart's dead,
he
couldn't be there.
Yeah, he was. Neil Peart is one of just the greatest, I think.
100%.
Neil Peart was just a god, I think, personally. But he's up there. He's up there as one of the greats, I think.
Who would you say is the best
ever? There's no best.
There's no best.
There's no best.
I like that answer.
There's no, with me, right? There's no competition, because, like, I see videos of people playing drums. And I'll tell you what pisses me off, right? People on Instagram. Like, I watch videos of you and you play drums. You focus like everyone should just do.
I just play drums.
You just play drums. So do I. Everyone does. But there is those certain people that look at you dead in the camera lens and just go, I can see you, but I'm going to play drums right now. And it's so...
They just stare at the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
Because there's what...
Who is it?
There's a lad who plays... there's the one who puts ink on his drums.
Oh, I hate him.
Oh, mate.
Who in the right state of mind goes, yes, for the views, I'm going to stick paint all over my kit.
Yeah, and
it's
then
probably a nice kit as well. It just explodes everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, geez, why?
Then there's this other lad, drummer, who plays an electric kit, and he always has a side view of his kit, and his tom's removed so you can see his feet, and then he's playing grooves, and he'll always look at the camera at the start, stare you in the eye, scream some lyrics at you, and then just smack the kit.
I see some... have you seen this one guy on Instagram? His name's like Joey something. His second name begins with a C. He's like Spanish or Mexican or something. But like, I swear to God, right, he is the fastest drummer I've ever seen.
You're
He's
not
like,
sure you're on about Alistair Perio?
No, not him, no. That guy's insane.
No, I know the guy that's got the weird twitch.
Yeah, and he's got quite curly hair, doesn't he, as well? Yeah, he's fast. I saw a video of him playing TLC by Turnstile, and oh my God, like how fast he does it. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Hello, dog.
The dog's barking. Well, my mics have worked this week, so hopefully the dog isn't actually getting picked up in the mics right now. If
Fingers
it is,
crossed,
then, oh God, yeah. Brilliant. Instagram drums, my favourite one's Cowboy Drummer.
Oh my God, I love him,
Me and him are friends.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
What?
I love him. I love him. We speak on Instagram, well, not all the time, but sometimes. He played the live rooms in July. I thought it was in August.
What?
And I had just started the podcast, so I'd checked the other week. I was like, oh my God, I might be able to get him on for a podcast. And then I realised he'd already been.
Shit.
I completely forgot about it, and now I feel really bad.
That's heavy, that though. Yeah. It's certain moments, right? Because I think, certain people, right? When you bump into them, it's like, so I don't know. It's like when you try and see people, right? And you go and see a band and you realise, shit, I haven't got the money, but I'll hopefully just walk by them or just come across them. Like, it was such a last minute decision. I met Phil Campbell from Motorhead.
Really?
I met him in Buckley.
Wow.
Because, you know the Becky Baldwin? bassist of Merciful Fate.
Right.
Big on Cliff Burton. She was playing that night with other band Fury, I think. And she walked out and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to get a picture of her. But she disappears in a car, comes back. Phil Campbell's in the passenger seat and just rocks up. And I was like, oh my God. So
That's
I got a picture of him. Like, he's so sweet as well. He seemed a bit like, I can't be arsed doing anything, but he was willing to make the time to say hi.
Yeah.
People need to be more like that. Like,
yeah, people need to be nice.
Man. Be nice.
The nicest one I met was Jay Weinberg.
You met Jay?
I met all Slipknot. I did a meet and greet with him in 2015. Yeah.
How did I not know that? What?
Yeah, so we would play in, we were playing.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, I was with Slipknot at this one time.
Yeah, I auditioned for
I think it was in Birmingham. I can't remember which one it was. Yeah. I think it was Birmingham.
Right.
And we went to do the meet and greet bit, so we were all stood in like just the lobby around the arena. That's where they did the meet and greet. So it's a bit like,
that was just weird. That sounds weird.
I know, yeah. So they did the meet and greet outside, like, like category like A for the the seating and whatever. So we were stood there. They come through and sit down on these tables. So I'm just there like, it's Jay, it's Jay.
Oh my God.
And so we went past, spoke to them all, got a signing off all of them and whatnot.
No way.
And then I said to Jay that I was a drummer and whatnot, because I was only like 11.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm a drummer too. And he's like, oh my God, you should have brought a skin for me to sign. And then I went, well, I wasn't allowed to bring them because I wasn't allowed to bring any of my belongings to get signed or anything. And he was like, oh, for God's sake, right, give me 5, right?
What?
Jibs off, continues with the sign-in here, and we're all stood at the side and people are getting held up like, what's going on? Jay comes back through the crowd of people to me, hands me a drum head and starts signing it in front of me with his blood on it, and I was like, God. This is mine.
Have you still got it?
Yeah.
You're showing me that.
I will show you it after this podcast.
Oh my God.
It's with my Nico McBrain signed one and my Alter Bridge one. I've got my Kiss one isn't there, and I've got a Shinedown one there as well.
You've now baffled me, You have baffled me.
Mate, this is your podcast. I've got some stories to tell.
Jesus. Do you want, if you want, I can give you a funny story, right?
Go on.
So, we supported Hawklords, I think, earlier this year. Mm-hmm. And it was so weird. We were just about to do sound check, right? And I was like, all right, kit set up, do the kit sorted. And I'm sat there going, I smell weed. Went, what's going on? So I walked round after doing sound check, walked up, no one's there, looked in all the all the green rooms and shit, no one's there. And I'm like, where is this smell coming from? So it's
just the aura.
Yeah. So I go into the back room and it got stronger. I was like, all right, okay, someone's back there.
Yeah.
Open the door. Again, no one's there. So I'm like, where? Honestly, I got kind of annoyed. I don't mind the smell of it, but I went.
But where is it?
But where is it? So I walked out the back. You know where the ramp is?
Yeah.
So I walked out the back of there, and there's 2 of the members from they're basically Hawkwind members, aren't they? So 2 of the Hawkwind members stood right behind the wall, smoking a spliff, and I just looked at you, and I went. Are you smoking that? Yeah. I was like, yeah. And I go, fair enough. He goes, at least you're going to get calm for the gig. He was like, exactly, mate, exactly. I was like, you excited? Yeah. And he just seemed off his head, to be honest, but it's better than not being dicks.
God, definitely, because a lot of them are.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
Biggest dick I met was, not met, but saw, was Tim Henson.
Really?
Yeah, at the back of the stage at Download this year. Wow. So Polyphia had just finished playing, so I went round the side to be like, oh, let me catch him. Yeah. And then Tim Henson comes out with a coat on, puts his hood up next to me and walks off, and I was a bit like, oh.
Wow. Because I don't know. I'm not really met dicks. Because I'm really trying to think now. Because I'll tell you who was a little bit of a dick. we didn't share a stage with him, but I met. Have you ever heard of a band called GBH? Punk, like old school British punk band.
Right. They sound like they might be dickheads.
Yeah. So I went to go and see them. They were really good. They were so good. But I saw the singer and he was proper just to himself. And I walk outside, well, just about to leave after the gig had finished. I've got set list in my hand, and I see the singer at the front desk looking at the owner for getting some money or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was just there in like a full tracksuit, and I was like, okay, he's not a leather jacket, he's not a punk or whatever.
Yeah.
But he looks at me, and I was like, am I right to get a picture of you? And this drunk guy comes out of nowhere, right? And he was like, oh, get a picture of me first. I was like, right, okay. And I go, here, I'll use my phone and I'll send it to you. So now I just randomly have a picture of some drunk guy taking a picture with, you know, the guy from GBH.
Yeah.
But I got a picture with him, but I was just like, oh, I love the music. And he just wasn't arsed at all. It wasn't, oh, thank you very much, I'm glad. You know, it was just...
Sounds like a tool.
Yeah, he just sounded like a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in closing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've prepared your answer for this question or not, because
I know what questions you ask, mate. So
yeah. So
I have to put people in a band, do I?
Okay, you do.
Oh.
But, right, I'm going to get you to make an 80s thrash metal band.
Oh.
Slash 90s, you know, that era. And you've got to do it with a drummer, 2 guitarists, a bass player, and a vocalist.
All right, okay. I'm going to be here for a while.
I'm waiting.
So, drummer, I think... Is his name... Is Nick Menza from Megadeth? Was it? That was his name, wasn't it? Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick. He would be the drummer, because he was insane. 2 guitarists, 1 lead and 1 rhythm. Yeah. All right. So lead, I put Kirk Emmett. I reckon Kirk. And not being a bit sly, but I'll probably have Scott Ian.
Yeah.
Maybe as a rhythm.
Fair.
And now we want bassist as well, do we? Cliff.
Yeah.
All day, any day, Cliff.
Yeah.
I'm
excited to see what drummer you choose.
I've already said what drummer.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, I meant vocalist.
Oh, vocalist. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to think of thrash bands. You know what? I'd say... I can't really... I either thinking of the singer from Sodom, or he's more death metal, but more of the singer from Anthrax, Joey Belladonna.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, Joey, you know. But no, I think that's it for me. That's my 80s thrash band, 80s, 90s thrash band.
That'd be a great thrash band.
Fuck yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Well, yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Let's have it. Oh yeah, Barfly's EP.
Barfly's EP.
Yeah, we got one out at the moment on Spotify and YouTube. So give it a listen. The Barflies.
Listen to the Barflies.
Yeah, man.